Hey guys, I'm going to be doing some 10.1 homework review. The way I chose these questions, which are 31, 37, and 39, is he assigned them for our homework and they were read in the book, which means that they're typically what my high school teacher would consider good test questions. I don't know if he thinks the same way or not. Anyway, so the first one we're going to be doing is number 31, which is, sorry about my light, find the distance between the points -1, 2, -3, and 4, -2, 1. And the way we do this is we have our, ooh, that squeak, nifty difty distance formula, which I hope we all remember. If not, it is the square root of x minus x naught squared plus y minus y naught squared plus z minus z naught squared. Yay. And just plugging in the values that we were given in the book, we have that our x was 4, and we subtract a -1, which is the same as adding. And that becomes squared. And we add our y, which is -2, and we subtract 2. That becomes squared. Then we add our 1 minus a -3, which is the same as, adding. And this becomes squared. So just simplifying that out, we have 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Then we have -2 minus 2, which will be -4 squared, which is 16. 1 plus 3 is 4, squared is 16. And then we just add under there. 16 plus 16 is 32, plus 25 is 57. And that is number 31. Next we'll be doing number 37.
I'll be right back. I was gonna help you.
Yeah, it's okay. Number 37, we are trying to write the equation of a sphere with radius 3 and our center point being -1, 1, and 2. So the equation of a sphere is x minus x naught squared plus y minus y naught squared plus z minus z naught, put parentheses around this, squared equals our radius squared. It's just like a circle, but we added z. So we have x minus -1, so we have x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared plus z minus 2 squared equals our radius squared, and 3 squared is 9. So the answer is x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared plus z minus 2 squared equals 9. Pretty much this section was very simple. This is just kind of a, hey, this is what we did this section type of video. Now 39 is one of our favorite type of questions, which is completing the square. In order to find the equation of a sphere, or the center and radius in this case, it's technically already the equation. So we're just going to do some simple rearranging because our equation is x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2x minus 2y equals 2. So we're just going to say x squared plus 2x plus y squared minus 2y plus z squared equals 2. And from here is where we're going to be doing our completing the square. So to complete the square, you take half of your middle value, which right here is 2, and half of that is 1. So we have x squared plus half of 2, 1 squared. Well, our x is going to go away. Our squared is going to go away. And this is going to be put into parentheses. Then we're going to have y. Here's the tricky part. I don't like these negatives. Don't like these. They're fun, but I don't like them. Anyway, this just kind of tells us, hey, your value is going to be negative. Half of 2 is 1, squared is 1, but we're going to have a negative value here. And this will be squared. Plus our z squared, because there's nothing there to work with. And since we added 1 here, and also technically added 1 here, when it's FOILed out, it's adding 1. We're going to have to subtract 1 and subtract 1 again. And all of this equals 2. So now we just go a little bit further and we say x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared plus z squared equals 2 plus 1 is 4. And looking at this equation, we see that our center is the point -1, 1, 0. And our radius is the square root of 4, which equals plus or minus 2. But, you know, you can either go ahead and give it that way, which I would probably do just to be safe, or you can say, hey, distance is just positive if we're not talking about direction. So whichever one floats your boat, really. Whichever one, you know, the teacher prefers is probably preferable. But plus and minus can never really take you in the wrong route unless it's outside of your domain, which doesn't really matter here. So anyway, that was our 10.1 review, guys. That's really all we did. I mean, there was some kind of fancy stuff that was expanded from all of this, but this is the basics. This is the important stuff to remember in order to be able to do everything else. So I'll be getting a PowerPoint of 10.1 up for anyone who likes to take notes, and I'll be doing 10.2 shortly. And goodbye.